Hello students, this is Palivsa and today I will explain question number 9 and 10 of exercise 12.1 chapter 12 ratio and proportion. Now let's see what is there in question number 9. So there are 102 teachers, that is 102 teachers in a school of 3,300 students. Now what you have to find out? You have to find out the ratio of the number. Yes, now you have to find out the ratio of number of teachers to the number of students. Okay, so before that we need to write the information which is given in the question. So number of teachers, that is equals to 102, and number of students which is given in the question, number of students 3,300. Now what is the ratio we have to find? We have to find the ratio of number of teachers to the number of students. So in the numerator we have to write number of teachers as because it is mentioned first, and in the denominator we have to write number of students. Okay, be very careful which term and which expressions is written at first, mentioned at first in the questions. That is, you have to put it in the numerator, and the second one you have to write it in the denominator. Okay, so be very careful with this. So therefore required ratio would be equals to number of teachers by number of students. Now we'll put the values. So number of teachers, how many number of teachers are there? 102. And how many number of students we have? 3,300. Now let's reduce this. So these two numbers can be reduced by 2, so it would be 51. And if I divide 3,300 by 2, it would be 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 5s are 10, and 0. Now let me see that if we can reduce this 51 and 1650 with 3 or not. Yes, I guess it is divisible. 51 is divisible by 3 as because the sum of the digits, that is 5 plus 1 is 6, which is divisible by 3. So this number is divisible by 3. And 1650, so 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 0 is 12. So this number is also divisible by 3. So let's divide this. So if I divide 51 by 3, I will get 17. And if I divide 1650 with 3, I will get the answer as 550. Now we cannot reduce further, so this would be our required answer. So the required ratio is 17 is to 550 students. Okay, now let's move on to the next sum. Yes, question number 10. So in question number 10 we have three sums. Now what is the first statement they have written? In a college, out of 4,320 students, 2,300 are girls. So the rest are boys, isn't it? So we have to find out that. So what is the first thing that you have to find out? Find the ratio of, that is, find the ratio to the number of girls, that is, this would be in the numerator, to the total number of students, and this expression will be in the denominator. Yes. Now, but before that we need to write some information which is given in the question. So number of students. So number of student is given 4,320, and then number of girls is given 2,300, and so what will be the number of boys then? Quite easy. So for that we have to subtract number of girls from number of students. That means 4,320 minus 2,300. Now if when we do it, the difference would be 2020. Okay, Now we are in the position to find out the ratios. So what is the first ratio that we have to find out? That is therefore the required ratio. So required ratio is what? Number of girls. So number of girls by total number of students. So total number of students. You see, very simple. Now just put the values. Number of girls is what? 2300. And what about total number of students? It is 4320. Now let's reduce this, students. Now first of all, we reduce these two zeros, and this remaining number we can divide it by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 15s are 30, 2 2s are 4, 2 16s are 32. So we cannot reduce this further. So this would be our required ratio of sum number A, that is 115 by 216. Okay, now let's move on to sum number B. Yes, what we have in sum number B, we have to find the ratio of number of boys to the number of girls. So let us write therefore the required ratio for the required ratio is equals to number of boys, as because this is this expression is mentioned at first, so we have to put it in the numerator as I said, and this part we have to write in the denominator. Sorry, number of girls. Number of girls. Yes. Now what is number of boys? What is number of boys? See, number of boys is 2020. So in place of number of boys, we will write 2020, and in place of number of girls, we will write 2300. Okay. Now let's reduce this. The first thing we'll reduce is these two zeros. Now let's reduce this 2 number by 2. Now if I divide 202 by 2, then I will get 101. Okay. And if I divide 230 by 2, then I will get 115. So that's it. So this is your required ratio. 101 is to 115. Okay, now let's move on to the last sum of today's session, that is sum number C of question number 10, and let's see what we have to find out. So we have to find out the ratio of number of boys to the total number of students. Very easy. Now the required ratio, so required ratio would be equals to number of boys by total number of students. Okay, now we'll put the values, that is number of boys we have 2020, and total number of students given in the question is 4320. Now let's reduce this. We'll first reduce these two zeros. Now reduce this two number by 2, 101, and this would be 216, isn't it? So can we reduce these two numbers further? Let me check. I guess no. So this is your required ratio. 101 is to 216. Okay, so that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. God bless you all and take care.